Welcome to the Grow Europe podcast. Today we're joined by Jaka Hrovat, CEO of Hrovat.net and the visionary behind QB, a premium home brand bringing sustainable tiny houses to customers across Europe. Let's jump in. Hi Jaka. So maybe for anyone who haven't heard of QB yet, what is it, what have you achieved, and what will you teach us today?
Thanks for a very good introduction.
Thank you.
I think you summarized the most important things. But to add a few words, I'm the third generation of family business that already exists for 61 years. And building modular homes for us is something new. We do it for 3 years now. Although we are present in the garden house market for 12 years, which means that we get a lot of knowledge and experience from there. And other than that, we are quite, we are not standard company that you usually have on a podcast. We are not e-commerce, we are not agency, but we are real workers with the real tools, and I think this adds some extra juice to our conversation.
Exactly. So maybe just broadly, maybe what will you share with us today so we can a little bit know what kind of knowledge can we expect from you today that you will share with us?
Actually, I think the most important message is the philosophy we have. Of course, one part is very technical, but I think the most important part is to put on the table the reasons why we do it and what problems we solve with modular houses. I think this will be the most interesting topic for today.
So you turned the 60-year-old business, like family business, into a completely something new. You transformed the direction of the company. So maybe how did that transformation happen? Like how did you take the risk? Like how did you get approval? What pushed you to do it, like to change the direction?
First of all, I have myself for visionary. I am the visionary by it's in my blood. But in the end, it has to be the team members that share the same values, that share the same philosophy, that share the same vision. And when these things are put together, we can do the transformation. So I'm not the magical guy that came in the company and did the transformation. It's a long process. I'm in the family company for 12 years now, and it takes a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of small changes that on the long term can become one big change, or let's call it transformation in the end. But to sum it up, in the physical world, as I said, we are not an agency. We work physically. All the changes comes slower than in digital business, because you don't change algorithms. You change people's opinions. You change the way how I work, how people work, and it takes more energy. It takes more time. But in the end, it's also more stable as a business model.
So maybe how did you find the gap in the market? Like how did you decide that now like the houses are the right thing to build in Slovenia, and how did you test it out? Because it's an American thing, maybe people wouldn't like be ready to go into this kind of houses, and in Europe especially, how did you find that gap?
It was organic.
Okay.
I didn't find it. We just listened to what we had on the table, and for a few years we had an idea that with the knowledge we have, we could build a home. As I said, we are building garden houses for 12 years. It was a big challenge to set the processes. Every house is customized. Everything is individually made for the client, and it makes this business very complex. But when you start putting the processes together, lean, one important thing, lean management, lean philosophy, book the Toyota way, changed everything we knew about running the business, actually. And reading this book was like starting from scratch. And we started setting the processes the right way. And this was a very good starting point also for producing modular houses, which has the same processes, but more complex, more assembly parts, more complex plans that we had to draw, more questions to ask to the client, and so on. So from technical part, it's the lean philosophy. But from the market part, let's say listening to the people and finding the gap in the market, it was the next logical step. People were asking us, do you make a summer house? Do you make a holiday home? Do you make a residential house? And we said no, because we produce garden houses. And then it was one time we said yes. and we said, okay, let's do it for the sake of the universe. And it was our idea for a long time, but we didn't have enough courage. Once we had enough courage, we did it, and it was a very right decision. And since then, we are overloaded with inquiries. We made some plans. We made some idea sketches for the residential houses. We also produced in the first year few houses that we could make a video. We are present on TikTok, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook. We do newsletter. We do YouTube vlogs every 2 weeks. And this was already existing with garden houses. We just added extra product in the whole funnel we already had.
So maybe let's focus a little bit more on the Toyota book you said, right, and the lean process. Maybe for someone who is going through something similar, that they make customized solutions, either is that like product physical or program, right? What lessons could you give them, like how to streamline the process, how to make it the right way? Something you said before that like the book changed a lot about business. What are like maybe 2-3 stuff that you learned from the book?
The most important thing that I learned is to standardize things that can be standardized. And surprisingly, a lot of things can be standardized even though the product is custom made. Let's say we on the product like modular house, we use standard windows and doors. We have only 2 types of wooden construction. We have 4 types of wooden facade. We have 2 types of roof. We have 2 types of interior wall design, 2 types of floor design. And let's say every part has choices, not a lot of them, but in the end, every product is still custom made. And we can make automized processes in the software that we make plans. We do it in SolidWorks, and this is the basics for all the digitalization that we've done since we get this basic knowledge of lean management. And we use today quite complex software that digitalizes all the processes that are the most important in the company, like getting the right information on the right place at the right time for purchase department, for the production, for the delivery partner, for other subcontractors that work with us, and for the suppliers. And once we made the standardization, the production became more effective. More effective means producing faster. Producing faster means more cash flow. and also higher pressure on the sales team, shorter delivery times, and it also increased the quality because standardized processes are repeated processes, which means that the same person is doing the same thing. It's repeating, and the person learns and becomes better in it, which means I compare our company quite often with a software company or the agency that produces websites. Like it's the same kind of product looking from the process side. And a house or a website, both are very complex and very unique. But if you have the basics standardized, you just coordinate clients through the options, and once you have the final configuration, you just press the button, and all the answers are in the company.
So you said that you have a process streamlined also for like to get the communication and information to each person automatically, if I understood correctly.
Yes.
So what?
Yes.
How did you do that? Do you like AI, or did you use some tools, or what did you put in place so each person gets information?
We use Bitrix 24.
Okay.
Which is when you buy it, it's a plain software, like it's CRM actually, and it has a lot of automations possible, a lot of configurations. We actually have list of all the processes within the company for all the departments, all the information that are necessary for the product to be finished. Everything is in Bitrix, and different departments only see the information that they need to have. Then we have the checklists inside. Then we have the like the notifications. For example, when the project manager makes the drawing, our supplier for the metal frame automatically gets notifications. Here you have the new plan. You can start working on it. The deadline is this and this and this. These are the list of things that you need to take special care, and it's automatic, which means that no data can be lost. This is idealistic. Some data always gets lost because it's very complex. But it's not about being perfect. It's about being as efficient as possible, which means that rewriting information from department to department leads to mistakes. If you digitalize it, then is less human factor, means less mistakes. And we use human factor on the things that are the most important, like having the tool in the hand and drill a hole and put the screw in and make the house.
So they're basically handmade, the houses, you could say.
This industry will be handmade for a long time because, as I said, everything is custom made, and there is no AI, as far as I know, that can produce the house itself. You have 3D printers, you have all the technology that in theory works, but it's a long time yet before this will be more efficient and more cost effective as the human part. If we produced 100 the same houses with the same detail like a serial product, it would be easier to include technology and AI. But as long as everything is custom made, we need to have a strong digitalized information system and well-organized team, and also a dedicated team. And here the second most important part, or I call it the first important because it's a consequence, the people within the company that are the reason for what we have today.
So you also said one time before, I saw your LinkedIn post, I think, that you don't save any money on materials, only on square meters. So you prefer to make a really, really quality house, right? Maybe what was the reason behind it, that you prefer to put better materials and make the house maybe nicer than like a bigger sized apartment? Like, did you test it out? Did you like get the feedback? What was the reason behind it?
We have in our core values, we have quality. this is the value that it's not debatable, because everything that we put on the market has to be done correctly, because otherwise our
reputation.
I think it's important to keep the fair how to call it,
Relationship.
fair relationship with the client, to deliver what you promise, and also to be honest with yourself in the end. If I do the high quality product, if the client is happy on the long term, I'm happy. If I do the product, I promise something and deliver something else, this is a scam. I betray myself doing this, and people feel and know when you are not authentic, when you are not honest with yourself and with others, and on the long term it doesn't work. Which means that if you are honest with yourself first and then with the clients, you need to have a high quality product that can be used on a long term, that has happy clients, but the price is higher than the average. You cannot do it otherwise. If you assemble the good materials, if you take extra time and care for the details on the house, it takes more time, which means higher production costs, and you still have to earn the last euro that has to stay in the company. The price is above average. But what we have done is we reduce the size of the house. Like normal houses today in Slovenia or Austria or Germany or Switzerland, they have about 150 square meters, which in my personal opinion is too much, because you need to maintain the house, you need to heat the house in the winter, and you need to clean it. And you are worried when you go to vacations. Someone can come in the house, take your stuff. If you have a big house, you have a lot of things inside. And my opinion is that, and also it's confirmed by the people, the bigger house you have, the more you are concerned with other people's opinion. Which ironically leads to if your self-confidence is low, you need outside world to confirm that you are worth of yourself, and you are looking for things to impress other people. Talking about cars, talking about big houses, talking about luxury or fake luxury. Once you are honest with yourself and only yourself, and once you take a look at yourself in the mirror, you see who you truly are. And once you do this, you recognize that you don't need a lot to be happy. The definition of happiness, in the end, is to be surrounded by the people you love, and to be in a quiet, calm place, which I call nature. And to be free means to not having a lot of responsibilities and a lot of worries, which means that everything leads to a small home without many distractions, without many obligations. And this is what we do. So when I say Kubi is home for free people, I don't mean this like a marketing message. I mean this honestly, because I'm the first one that needs to feel it, so that I can share the message first with the people within the company and then outside the company. If we as a company don't feel this message, nobody else will feel it. And that's why for me it's very easy to communicate in social media, because everything comes from me, from the people that I'm surrounded with, and then it's completely authentic and honest, And that's why also the growth here is organic, because people recognize who we are, the vibration is right, and if these things work, then the business grows, because it has a reason. It has a reason to grow. People feel it. People want to break free. People want to live in the nature once they give away the expectations from the society.
You talked about some of the most important business features. So you have a great story, and the one that you believe in. It's an authentic story for like three people, trying to bring happiness and peace into people's life with your houses, right?
Yeah.
So you have really high quality product. So your clients are satisfied and they spread the word of mouth, right? And you have also like a team who believes and like a lot of reach on organic social media, which is also kind of branding. So maybe you already talked a little bit about it, but how did you like generate 4,000 inquiries in like 6 months? I think something like that, right?
Yeah.
So like you mostly do organic. You said YouTube, TikTok, newsletter. How do you manage all the stuff? What is the process? How like this is a lot of work.
Technically, there is a lot of people in the company that can manage everything.
Okay.
So I have a lady coworker, Masha, that is specialized for marketing and social media. Even though most of the time I am in front of the camera, and the main messages comes from let's say core team members. She is responsible for sharing the message in the world. And social media is the most suitable way. We avoid physical marketing strategies like attending the fairs, exhibitions, and so on, because you have so much more reach on social media. And the last 2 years we also do TikTok. Which we don't even check the competition. We don't know the trends on social media. I don't have time for this, and we just put the message out as it is, and what happens. And if the message is good, if the message is authentic, it goes organic. We run ads. We have also let's say after 8 years in digital marketing, I can say we are experts. Mm-hmm. We have the newsletter, we have the automations, we have the sales funnel digitalized. We have all this, but all this only works when you put the right message out. And it has to grow organic, otherwise you bankrupt with advertising costs.
Could you a little bit maybe explain what the process looks like? So you said you're in front of the camera, so maybe someone writes the scripts, or do you just talk out of your hand, film it? Then like what is the process to get like the message to newsletter, LinkedIn, TikTok? How do the videos and stories happen?
We have, I think the first contact for the people is Google search on the website, or Google AdWords, or Facebook Meta advertising, or maybe organic LinkedIn post or Instagram post or Reel. This is like the first contact usually, and after that, our goal is for the viewer to do an action, like to fill in the data in the configurator, so get the configuration and the offer for the product, or maybe send us an email, or fill in the contact form, so that we have the information from the potential client. And since then we can have this contact in the sales funnel, which includes, if he allows, which includes email sequence where we share the knowledge of why modular house is better than concrete. What problems can you expect building the house on your own, and such educational videos. Why is it important to, for example, have the wooden construction airtight? What are the most common mistakes companies or people do building the home, so that we share the knowledge that we already learned, and it's important. And we feel that this knowledge the client needs to have, so that he can have a decision about the home and gain the trust, and that he can decide about what he will do, which home he will choose. And then, of course, Meta Pixels, Google Pixels, we do remarketing, we do all that stuff. Also the newsletter every 2 weeks. And once we have the contact, as I said, we also have a pipeline within the CRM, and we make a phone call with everyone that gave us the phone number, and we try to discuss the possibilities. We also, by the phone, we describe the options. We ask the people what is your need, why did you contact us, how can I help you. And everything in the combination is effective. And if you digitalize the steps in between, like automatic follow-ups, like reminders in the calendar and so on, it can make the sales team very effective.
So maybe for someone who is like a founder or a marketer, like you said, you've done it for 8 years and you're professionals, like if they have 1 day per week or per month, what would you advise them to do? Like, should they film TikToks or send newsletters? What would you advise someone who wants to replicate your marketing channel? Because you are really like, this is masterclass of marketing what you're talking about.
It's more complex than saying it in one sentence. But let's say for the beginning, if you have your own business, if you are starting as a new company, as a new brand, let's first define who you are and what you have to offer to the world. If the world needs it, you will get organic reach. If you are just another agency that sells Google Ads, you will have a hard time. But if you have something meaningful that can improve people's lives, my opinion is to just share this message, the same message, on the social media in the different forms, sharing the same message in the different video, like on the different way. Let's say what we do is, once I go to production, record the video, we produce the house, it looks like this and this, it's meant for, I don't know, I describe the client and so on. Second time, I go on site, I visit the client, I do the interview. Third time, I present the house on site. And in the end, it's always the message: we bring the people back to nature. And here is your chance to follow us. Here is the product that can make you free. Like a lot of people are living in the apartments in the cities and paying the rent that they don't want to. Like, it's the only option they have, but they are not satisfied with it. And what we put on the table is alternative that is better for the same money. And this is the message we share. And for the startups, if you have such message, share it in the million different ways on all the social media, and people will follow you if you are worth following.
So you went also one step higher. I've seen that you're starting now kind of subscription business, or more like a rent-a-cube house business, right?
Yes.
Which is a completely new level, and you even lowered the barrier for a person to get to your house, right? So maybe what is the plan here? How did you test the idea and see maybe that it is worth pursuing? Maybe if you talk a little bit about that.
Mm-hmm. The idea is to be for the majority of people to be able to live in a new house as soon as possible, because this is what a lot of people want, not everybody, because some of them are satisfied with living in apartment in the city because, I don't know, the kindergarten is closed, the supermarket is closed, the job is closed. For all the other free souls, we are here to bring them somewhere in the woods at the end of the village. And sorry, repeat the question.
So no problem. So maybe how did you test this idea? Maybe also what I'm thinking now, like how did you plan it? Because did you like naturally find it as well, or were you thinking how you can even spread your business even further? So maybe how did you find it? How did you test
business,
it?
Yeah, the renting business. The idea was to make it as simple as possible. And let's say that when someone wants to buy our house, he needs to buy the land, he needs to save the money or get the bank loan. A lot of things, a lot of puzzles needs to be aligned, put together, that someone can actually buy a house. And first of all, you need to have the money, or you need to be credit worthy at the bank. For majority of people, or for a lot of people, this is not possible. People have, let's say, 2 children, which decreases the credit score at the bank. And a lot of people, because they have the family, because they are living their dreams, because having a child is the best thing you can ever have. But on the other hand, you cannot buy a home because of that. This is in Slovenia. And I think the same law is in some other European countries. These families can only afford living in the apartment, paying the rent. But if you have a cubic house that you can rent, pay the same money as paying in the city for the apartment, you can rent a house. In Slovenia, saying again, a lot of families own a lot of land. Maybe their parents have the land that they can put the house on. So the incoming, let's say, investment is not that high for living in the house. You don't need to buy it, you just pay a rent. We will not require any advance payment for the protecting investment. We will probably just sign the contract and we place the house on site, and you pay the first rent after 1 month, which makes the process very simple. And after 5 years, you have the possibility to buy the house. Maybe after 5 years you are credit worthy. You can get the bank loan. Maybe in 5 years you get a good job, or maybe you save some money or whatever. Second option is you can rent the house on as long as you want, or you can say, I don't need that house anymore. We take it back and we drive it to another client waiting for the house. So for us, it's a business that actually it's a real estate business, but without need to own the land. For the client, is a lot of people have the land, as I said, but they don't have the money for the house, or they cannot get the loan. And this is the best first step for families to move in a new house. And it gives the people freedom that they can also buy the house whenever they are capable, or they can also take the house. We can also take the house back. So it gives a lot of freedom, and this is in today's world, freedom of choice is very important. Not a lot of people want to have 20 years bank loan, or not a lot of people don't even want to get married, because this is an obligation you have for a lifetime. I personally don't have problems with this. because some choices in life are meant to be done. But yeah, if you want freedom, you can have all the freedom you want with renting a house from us.
So you're always just trying to solve, like, find the pain point that no one else solves, and you try to solve it.
And the pain point here is very big with the housing business. Yeah, people cannot go anywhere to live because everything is full or too expensive.
Maybe also you have to take a little bit, a lesson is also to take a little bit of risk and do something that no one else is doing, and it will also promote itself, right? Because you're always trying to find things that no one else on the market is doing. Do you sell only to consumers directly, like to the people, or do you also have any partners maybe you work with, so they sell your houses for you, for example, or for example like Airbnb? So you said you don't own the land. Maybe some people could like take more of houses and also they rent them for you and stuff like that. Do you have anything like that planned?
We have we have the strategic partnership in Switzerland.
Okay.
With a local business partner that shares the same idea as we do, that shares the same vision, and we are actually meant to be together. That's why we also placed a showroom house in Switzerland 1 month ago, and now we are starting the same business model there. So this is one type of collaboration. The second type is like in Slovenia we do everything within our own team in-house. Austria and Germany are also very interesting markets for us, and at the moment we are doing it from Slovenia with our own team. Here I think we have a lot of possibilities for improvement. Also, if you find a strategic partner there, it would be easier. But the right partner will come at the right time when things are okay. But other business models like renting the house for Airbnb or so on, these can maybe be a step for after 5 years or maybe 6, 7, 8 years. For now, I believe that we have enough juice in our pipeline, let's say, in our funnel, that we can grow the company with a healthy speed, let's say, because production business can grow 30% a year maximum. We cannot double we can double the sales, but we cannot double the production in overnight. And the hardest part with production is infrastructure and speed of sharing the knowledge. Like growing the team means sharing the knowledge and keeping the culture, and you cannot double it overnight. Which means the biggest bottleneck I see in the future is internal, because I believe that once we have 10, 20 contracts signed for rent, once we have, 10 houses sold in Slovenia, 10 houses sold in Switzerland, we will be overbooked, and we will have internal challenges to speed up the processes here.
So it seems like that the team is like the core of your business, and you need the best workers. How do you what is your process to make sure that you are confident this worker could be a good person for our team? Do you have any questions you ask them, or how do you make sure that happens?
It's people make it complicated. It's very simple.
Okay.
We are not looking for expertise. We are not looking for experience. We are just looking for someone that is willing to fight for anything that let's say today, especially in today's time, in instant world, not a lot of people are willing to fight for anything. We want everything immediately. We want everything instant, and we are not prepared to fight for what we want. And when I see the person, I just want to feel if he is willing to fight for the mission we have. Only this. It's the heart in the end. Only this. If people has an open heart, if the person has an open heart, everything else is doable. Everything is possible because we can share the knowledge. We can teach the person. We can make him a professor of what he's capable of. We can make him a professor of assembly, of marketing. We have all the knowledge for the big growth already inside in the company. But the real fighters come one by one, slowly, and once they come, we are here and we work together. Yeah, and this is the thing that a lot of companies don't understand because there's nothing to understand. It's something you can feel, and you cannot understand it. So it's that simple.
So it's really nice to see how like all this your story like connects together, and it just shows even more proof how authentic you are, because also the employees are living the story you are telling. Like you are living the story, and I can see how authentic it is. So, but you also still probably work a lot, right? I saw like a post where you still said that many founders try to work harder, but you're maybe also focused on like working smarter. So is this like a similar thing, where you maybe don't look too hard, don't too complicate searching for workers, don't too complicate the process. You try to like be smart, streamline the decisions and the processes, and maybe what specific decisions let you be this successful?
I don't ask myself these questions. I did in the past, and it was wrong asking myself such questions because it affects your self-confidence. Of course, I want to be as productive as possible, but doing what you love is never a painful job, painful work. If you are dedicated, I'm dedicated to the company. I'm ready to give up a lot of things for the company, not because I want people to see me successful, and I listen to Gary podcasts which saying that you need to outwork everyone and so on. I outwork a lot of people, yeah, but not because I want people to see me or because I want numbers. It's because I just love what I do. And for me, it's the same as some people go to holidays, some people go to the party, some people go to the mountains. I go to the company me and my team have, and I do what I'm supposed to do. Of course, I need rest. Of course, I need holidays. But I don't ask myself a question if I am enough. I'm always enough. And I do my best. And if it's enough, then it's okay. If it's not enough, I've still done my best. My conscience is clear.
Okay.
And I teach other people the same.
Okay, so you shocked me with the answer, because I haven't heard that answer in a long time, but it makes so much sense.
Yeah.
So there is a lot of like emotions and like a lot of like stories and connection to the freedom and like peace of mind that is like very important to you. But you also have like, even though you lower the price, your product is still like a higher priced product, right, on the market comparing to others. So how do you maybe communicate that to your potential buyers? You have a lot of organic marketing where it's more like probably emotional, but probably they also want some logic behind it, some numbers. So how do you like manage that? How do you communicate the features and the story?
Here's one very interesting thing that not a lot of people know. We buy with emotions.
Okay.
We always buy with emotions. But we try to rationalize our purchase with the logic. So I see a new car. Oh, it's a premium car. It's very. I want to have it because now I'm playing, but I want to have it because people will see me successful and da 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 da. And then I say, yeah, it has this equipment. It has this equipment. It has this equipment. It doesn't matter for you. It's important that you feel successful.
Yeah.
In this case, it's not important what features it has. It's only a logic reason that you want to buy it. But you have already made a decision, like having the house in the nature. If you ask people on the street, what do you want when they retire? A lot of people will answer you, oh, I want to go away from the crowd. I want to live in a small cabin by the lake in the forest. But yet, almost nobody do it. But this is the feeling that we have. And then we rationalize it with the technical specification, because we want to make the purchase rational. So now we come back to the basic idea. The most important thing is the mission, the message we share. As long as people want to live in the nature and we give them the opportunity to do it, finally, they have a chance to do it, then the money is not important. They have to pay the money. Some of the people don't have the money, some of them do. But if they want it very bad, they will find the money. And we have all the specification rational why the product is expensive. I can proudly say it's expensive. And I don't want to argue with anyone it is or it isn't. The price is such because we want to make a good product. And we have all the specifications why it is so, and it's authentic and it's honest. And we are aware that we are not for everybody, but for the ones that feel the story, that we make a vibration with them, they will have the product. You forget the price, but you never forget the emotions the product brings you.
So when you do communicate with them, for example, when you do like ads and stuff, do you always just play on emotions and ignore the rational stuff? Or do you have, for example, then like you send them also the rational so they make an easier decision?
No, again, I don't play on emotions.
Okay.
we just do the authentic message. Some people get emotional, some people don't. It's the selection. It's the first selection which person aligns with us and which doesn't. If you are authentic, the right people come to you, and if you give the authentic message, the right people will come. The price is second important, and of course within the sales funnel, with email sequence, with remarketing, we also do the rational explanation. But this comes to the potential client at the point when he's actually thinking of buying it. Mm-hmm. So idea is okay, it's confirmed. I want the product, confirmed. I know the price, confirmed. And now when it's time to buy, we have it's airtight, it's Slovenian made, high quality windows and doors, it's 33 centimeters of insulation, it's that type of heating and so on. It is important, but not as a main point. We do it when it's time to do it.
So basically you tell your story or authenticity, and then you let each person to they make their own story and emotions about it, and they filter themselves out. So you basically don't need to filter them because they filter themselves out based on your message, right?
Of course, we make a phone call with everyone that gives us the phone number. We also do the follow-up on the email we got from the person because he needs to give us an email that we can send a digitalized offer. And people create the opinions. Some people say, it's too expensive. Some people say, I can do it myself. Some people say, I don't like the shape. Some people say, why do I want to live in the nature? I can be in an apartment. All of this is okay. As long as enough people say, I like you and I want to work with you. And these are the people that we continue communication with.
You also had a lot of media coverage because you have such a unique product. You were featured in Forbes. Media loves you. How do you, did you get in touch with them? Do they found you? How do you use them for your own promotion and awareness?
Also organic.
Okay.
People come to us. My door is open. I accept everybody that can have a win-win situation with, and I don't care who he is, what he is. I don't care about the status. I don't care about the importance he has or how much money he got. Always when win-win can be done, I'm open. So it's the same for the media, it's the same for the client, it's the same for the suppliers, it's the same for people working in the company. If we add each other energy, it's okay. If someone drains your energy and you have to give it to him, it's not okay. And all the relationships has to work like this. A lot of opportunities come organic. Not all of them are okay, but we have the right nose to choose which are okay. Let's say like this.
To figure them out, basically.
Not being 100% accurate, but accurate enough. Let's say.
So basically the same as for the employees. You just trust your gut and your heart and see which one is worth it answering to and which one is maybe not the best for you.
As I said, it's very simple.
Okay. So you don't outreach to media, they found you, but do you take those opportunities to then give ads on it, so sponsor this kind of newsletters, you put it into newsletter? Do you use it to your advantage? Like for example, the Forbes ones, how do you use it even maybe?
We use it first. We use it on social media. I think it's important to be able to say, to confess yourself. Yeah, we are good. We deserve to be seen by the media. We deserve to be seen by other people, and we share the articles that we got from the media. We share on our profiles on Facebook, let's say, on LinkedIn. It's also in the newsletter. We share it on our website. We collect the media articles on our website. And all of these things confirms our authenticity and gain trust among the people.
So also because you have like a huge marketing model and you get a lot of inquiries, but you have a very limited amount of houses you can produce, right? So do you go by a model like first comes, first gets served, or do you also for the clients choose a little bit by your heart and in the simple way who gets the house first?
No, it's the client that places an order first will receive the house first. It's always like this. Maybe in some special cases when someone is in the hurry, like in a real hurry, not faking it, we can adjust the production plan, but only if we don't affect other deadlines from the other clients. Yeah,
okay. So also you are expanding to Austria and Germany, and you have partnership in Switzerland, you said. Yes. So how do you maybe find other potential partnerships? How do you decide which market go to? How do you test it out, and how do you find partners? Because it's not the easiest way. Easiest
They
thing to
find
do.
me. They find me. We've tried many things, like digitalized emails. We were using Apollo. We were using how was this tool called for like it was email marketing tool that was faking authentic message. Like it was not a newsletter. It was. You could write a message, send it to the masses, and it looked like it was a personalized message. Yeah, none of these things worked, and we got a lot of video calls. We got some meetings. A lot of words, but it was always people requested logical explanations. Why should I work with you? And once we go rational, it never works because that type of collaborations, if you are on your knees asking potential partner, please work with us or we will die, they once you get in this kind of relationship with the partner, it's always only the price that's important, nothing else. And if the price is the only important factor, you die.
Okay.
So we are always for a win-win. Again, it has to be collaboration on the same level. We do our best, partner do his best, and if it's on the same level, then it's honest conversation, and then we can work.
So how do you work in international markets? How do you promote yourself? Do you localize the ads there? Also, how do people accept like Slovenian company? Does it matter that it is made in Slovenia? Is it even maybe better or?
To be honest, based on experience we have now after 6-7 years working with Austria and Germany, we've seen that being from Slovenia is worse than being local.
Okay.
But faking that you are local, but you are Slovenian, is even worse.
Okay.
So we don't hide it. We are proud of where we come from. We are proud that this is a Slovenian product, and we don't hide this from the people. But we still keep a professional attitude. We keep the professional communication. We give all the information necessary. If it's necessary, we sit in the car and visit the client. And all of these things work if you are dedicated. But yeah, if you are not 100% clear, if you are late with sending an offer, let's say, or if you don't do the if you don't make a professional answer to the question, then the credibility decreases very fast. Yeah.
So you had to change a lot. Like we covered most of your business model, I think now. Maybe we missed something. Yeah. But you also had to learn all these new skills. So maybe what leadership skills and lessons did you have to learn in a very quick time to be able to like lead the team into completely new direction and rebuild everything? We mentioned before the Toyota lesson, but maybe something else like leadership skills to manage the team. Was there anything new?
The Toyota way is the technical part.
Okay.
Of course, the Toyota way philosophy has a great focus also on the motivated team, how to motivate a team, how to make people dedicated. The tradition is very important, and so on. But in the end, people just want to feel good, and if they feel good in their job, then it's a win-win. Because if someone feels good, then also the work is done properly. The mission that I already mentioned helps a lot, because if you have a reason to fight for, it's the only way that we can be productive. In the end, we still follow the numbers because this is the only way you can work in the in this world. But the most important thing I see working with people and leading people is to truly feel what he is under the cover, who he is under the cover, and try to give him, her a good life.
Okay.
And if you I want to say this correctly. If you are able to get to know the person, if you are able to feel not only the good things, also the pain, and be there to help, or just be there for support, which is even more important. Not all people want help, but all of them want support. Then you create a safe environment that people are not only like to be there and present, but they start supporting this environment. And this is the nice part. At some point, it's not just a team of coworkers, but it becomes a community.
I think this is the quote of the podcast. This was so nicely told.
It can be, it can be.
It is such a good thought, because I think like many people forget that like this is the most important part. That maybe not the better benefits at work, not the better payment, but like people want to be supported. People leave jobs because like the managers hate them and micromanage them, but like the support is actually the right thing that people need, and that is the healing part of every human.
And ironically, this leads to a good numbers, because once people feel free, once people feel safe, and once people feel accepted, they are also willing to sacrifice a lot to keep this and to share this among other people that are yet to come and join us. And we can only do this by hard work. And hard work bring the numbers. And the numbers bring more people that can join the company, and it's a circle.
Well, thank you so much, Jaka. This was amazing. Thank you so much for your time. You gave away so much knowledge and so many new things. I learned a lot from you, and I know that people will also learn a lot from you. I'm happy to understand more your mission. I'm a fan of it, I have to say. I love what
Thanks
you're doing. So maybe just for like the last thing, like what are maybe some books or podcasts or maybe any other form of media that you would recommend to people to read, to learn something maybe about your business, maybe about psychology, maybe about B2B marketing, whatever you think that you would recommend to anyone like watching right now they should maybe read, listen to, or see?
For the people that want to, or that are starting the business, let's say like this, finding the right purpose. The purpose is already there. You just need to open your eyes. I read a lot of books from Robin Sharma.
Okay.
He can give a lot of these answers through his books. Also, Simon Sinek, Start With Why, and Leaders Eat Last. Those two are also very good. The technical part is the Toyota Way. It works in every organization. If you are e-commerce, if you are agency, if you are production, whatever you are, it will increase your capacity for 100% in the first half year.
Okay.
So this is a must-have. Yeah. In general, that's it. It's a lot of books.
Maybe also one about your philosophy, or maybe you should write a book about philosophy of life and also how to work with people, because I also loved that part. Did you maybe read that also, or this is completely yours?
it's not the time yet.
Okay.
But maybe someday. Yes,
in the future.
So maybe someday in the future, I think there will be a book. Yeah, to include all these learnings through most of them through big pains, to be honest. But I believe someday I will have more time dedicated also for not just technical part but also philosophy. Yeah, and I can definitely share some knowledge to the people that see the opportunity to learn. But yeah, it's not the time yet. It will come.
Well, thank you so much. I'm so happy you were my podcast guest. You really gave a lot of knowledge away, and I'm sure that people will love you. I will leave down your contact so people can follow you.
Thanks.
And I wish you a very successful end of the year and to keep in touch. So thank you so much again.
Thank you too. Thanks for the opportunity. Thanks for having me. And yes, I will also share the video on all my channels because I believe it's important for you and me to be present and for people to see and hopefully learn something from us.
Thank you so much. See you. Bye bye.
See you. Bye.